One of the things I've noticed over the last several years that actually is kind of alarming to me, but it should be alarming to all of us, is the fact that you don't see as many kids hunting as you used to. You look across the country as a whole, and hunting licenses, it is what it is, they're declining. In my opinion, it's our mission, it's our goal, but more importantly, it's our responsibility to do the same thing that our grandfathers and our fathers and our moms, cousins, uncles, whoever exposes you to hunting, you got to carry on that tradition. So every year, we grab a bunch of kids and we go hunting.
Virginia youth season is probably my favorite time of the year. Every year, Eric used to take Lexi until she aged out. Jason always takes his nephew Tyler, and I always take my son Cole. It's the first day of Virginia youth season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
What the?
Virginia only gives them 2 days in September to get this done. Well, it was the first evening, it was Saturday evening, we were over at our farm in the shooting house, and I look up, and here comes a bear. But behind her was 4 cubs. And they walked all the way across the field. Walked right in front of the shooting house and out of our lives.
We're in this old barn that we hunt in every year. It's perfect to take a kid. It's perfect to teach them. You can talk, you can move. They've got a good rest for a gun. I've got my nephew Tyler.
We're deer hunting right now. Well, trying to. Done seen a few deer on the way in. I don't know if that was supposed to happen or not. Hopefully it's going to be a good night. They're out early, so we'll see.
What are you looking for?
I'm hoping to get a nice 8-pointer, but if not, there's always the everlasting doe.
The doe eats better than the buck.
Yep. Can't eat the horns.
Jason is taking Tyler, his nephew. In my opinion, one of the biggest heroes of the last 3 or 4 years. He killed a great buck, big old Virginia mountain buck. And this year, he set his goal high. It was like he wanted a really big deer. Little did he know, they were in for a show and it had nothing to do with deer.
All I see is Tyler's eyes light up and goes, oh crap. And here come a giant bear, literally 20 yards from the barn we were in. Not only one bear, but there is 2 bears, and both of them are out at the same time. One is eating pears, and one just come off of this acorn ridge. This is probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do when Tyler and I have been hunting, is not let him shoot one of these bears. They're both within 20 yards of us.
It is so frustrating. You got a kid sitting here, that may have been one of the biggest bears he'll ever see in his life, and because that season wasn't in, he couldn't pull a trigger. And hey, you got to play by the game. But man, just think, if you're going to give them 3 seasons, just put it all together. If a turkey comes out and the kid wants to shoot a turkey, well, let him shoot a turkey. If he wants to shoot a bear, let him shoot a bear. But I'm super frustrated, proud of him though. It still was a hunt that I'm sure he'll never forget.
This was a great learning experience for Tyler this year. As hunters, sometimes we succeed in what we set out to do and we kill the giant we're after, and sometimes we don't. And last year Tyler killed the biggest deer of his life, and he had high standards this year wanting to kill another giant whitetail, and it didn't work out. So that's a great lesson for him, just teaching him all about hunting. Make sure you subscribe and like the page. On top of that, make sure you click the little notification bell. That way you'll be one of the first ones to know when a new video drops.
Virginia youth season is probably my favorite time of the year, and I always take my son Cole. Virginia only gives them 2 days in September to get this done. Well, Saturday we ended up not getting it done, and that evening we got back to the house, and my daughter Logan, who has never once ever asked me to take her hunting, said, "Daddy, can you take me hunting tomorrow?" Well, she's never asked me to take her, and I'm not going to tell her no, but let me tell you something. Cole was not liking that one bit. So I was just trying to think of any way that I could get both of them into the woods. Cole didn't want to hunt with Logan. Logan didn't want to hunt with Cole. So I called Eric up and I said, "Eric, is there any way that you can take Cole?" Eric said, "Absolutely." He said, "I'll be there in a little bit." So I take Logan back over to the farm where me and Cole were the night before. Look who I have with me today. Logan, my middle child. This is the first time ever that she's asked me to take her hunting. I've taken Cole, I've taken Taylor. Why did you want to go all of a sudden?
So I can impress my boyfriend.
That's what I thought. And put it on Facebook and Instagram. Hey, I don't care what it's for. At least you're with me. And at least you're not on the Snapchat for 3 hours. But you have your phone, so you will be on the Snap page.
Yeah.
Are you gonna shoot a buck or a doe or what?
I'll be lucky to shoot anything.
True. All right, good luck. So I'm looking out through the field, and through the woods I could see this buck coming. Couldn't tell how big he was. I thought he was probably an 8-pointer. And I told her, I said, "Get ready, get your Tacticam on. This buck is gonna come into this field." So this buck comes out into the field. The field is just loaded with does. Logan is just steady as can be. She takes the shot.
I just broke my nose.
Did it hit you?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Did it come back and hit you?
It hit me in the face.
Did you have this? Did you have this?
I'm pretty sure my nose is bleeding.
Well,
Did I get him?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think your
God,
nose
my
is broken.
nose.
That Scopy came back. She wasn't holding the gun tight enough. Came back and popped her in the nose. I'm sorry.
That hurts so bad.
It's bleeding a little.
Is it? Oh my God.
Hey, at least you got to shoot at one.
I don't care. I don't care about my nose.
That was exciting. Let's see. Oh, it's bleeding. It's going to be black eyes tomorrow.
Oh man.
That'll be impressive for your boyfriend.
Shut up. We're not telling
What was
him
you
about
aiming
this.
at?
Huh?
What were you aiming at?
I was aiming at him, obviously. I wasn't.
Right behind the
Nobody-
shoulder?
Yeah.
Are you crying?
Yeah, because it hurts.
Wiping blood off your nose with your glove.
Here.
Okay. Well, we'll go look for blood, but I'm pretty sure you missed it.
Nobody sees this.
Huh?
Nobody sees this.
Bull crap. Well, we're back at the cabin. This is the first time Logan's ever asked to go hunting with me. And she shot guns her whole life. It's different when you're shooting at a buck. So, two things got to happen tonight. She got her first miss on a buck, and she broke her nose with the scope. I don't know if it's broken or not. Lift your head up a little bit. I'm not trying to laugh. She came to impress her boyfriend. I wonder if he's impressed now. How in the world did it hit your nose there? It's already turning purple.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's not good. I wanted one more look without the hat on. Do we need to go over to the hospital?
Yeah.
No. You going to school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I look bad A.
He's such a dork. We get back and we're looking through the footage, and I said, this is beautiful footage of this deer. It's just unfortunate she missed. Me and Eric, as soon as she takes a shot, we look at each other, and Eric goes, she double lunged that deer.
We need you to support us, guys. So go over, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And every time we post something, you're going to get that little bell going off, and you're going to know instantly that you can go over and watch it and catch what's going on.
Virginia youth season is probably my favorite time of the year. Virginia only gives them 2 days in September to get this done.
Chris and I decided, hey, let's split up. He's taking Logan. I get to take none other than the coolest dude on the whole show. That's Cole Ward. We're going to go hunt together. I can't wait. When you go with a kid, it's so different. It's such a welcome change to hunting because their enthusiasm and their excitement literally beams through you. The stand that Chris hung was hung for us. It wasn't hung for Cole. But Cole being just the little Superman that he is, you know, I hooked a safety belt into him and literally climbed up behind him the whole way, and he got in the stand. And I was so impressed before we even literally got to hunting how, you know, good of a hunter he's becoming, and just that grit and drive and determination. I mean, the kid's got it. He's going to deer hunt the rest of his life. I knew no matter what happened, we were going to have a fun evening. We got 75 pounds of gear, guns in the tree. Is the Tacticam going to run? All this is going on, and I look down, and here comes a buck that I would have loved for him to shoot, beautiful 8-pointer, and before I knew it, I could barely get the camera on him, didn't even have it set yet. He's done unders, blows by us. But Ward he just like, nah, he wasn't big enough.
And we just saw an 8-pointer, but I don't think it was a shooter.
It was one of those deals where I was like, we've literally been here an hour. And I mean, Chris, you know, he said, I'm telling you, man, I've been running trail cameras and there's, you know, a couple good bucks in there. You guys are going to be on it. And sure enough, one of the target bucks, here he comes. I was just praying that this deer was going to land in our lap. Unfortunately, this deer, you know, my angle and Cole's angle was totally different, and the issue that we were running into was this deer had going on the mind. He was going from point A to point B. He made a scrape. He was doing all those pre-rut things you want to watch. Problem was he wasn't giving Cole a shot, and I didn't have anything else I could do other than to snort wheeze. It was so impressive to see in late September just how that hierarchy will work. And how aggressive their nature can be, and this buck did not like it, and I mean it sucked him right toward the tree. I had the deer numerous times, but Cole had no clear shot. This deer decides to get up and leave, and it was one of those deals. I had brought this deer back like 2 times to the tree, literally called him to the tree. He knew at some point something wasn't right. I mean, he could hear audio-wise what he wanted to hear, but he visually couldn't see that deer, and he knew that something was up and had decided to go back into the thicket where he came from. And it was one of those deals where I could not get the big camera on him, and I just told Cole, I said, man, if you got him, let it rip, baby, because he had that Tacticam going, and the rest, as they say, I mean, it's history. Cole, you see him?
Yeah, he's right there.
Wait a minute. I think I got him. You stay there, buddy.
Huge 8-pointer.
You were the man. What did you turn on? Because I couldn't. I told you to shoot, but what did you turn on?
Tacticam. Like, in case you didn't get it, I wanted to get the deer on footage.
Classic example of you don't need to have a big camera. You can trust that Tacticam. It goes on anything. You bow, you gun, you push record, you forget about it. And if it had not have been for that Tacticam, we would not have got this hunt on film, and he's got an awesome buck.
I see him.
What do you think, buddy?
One heck of a deer.
Once again, Cole Ward just absolutely hammers this deer. He is definitely not related to Chris because he always hits what he shoots at.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's an 8-pointer.
What do you think?
He's one heck of a deer.
Go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like it. You're going to get that little notification bell. It's going to go off, let you know when something new hits. Follow, subscribe. Happy hunting this fall. We love everybody. Thank you again.
Okay, here's the situation we have. Logan, for the first time in her life ever, asked me to take her hunting tonight. So I said, absolutely. I've been waiting for it for my entire life. I was supposed to take Cole though, so I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I called Eric up and I said, is there any way you can take Cole tonight? Eric said, absolutely. He said, I'll be there in a little bit. Logan and I are sitting in the shooting house tonight and this 8-pointer comes out. I've got pictures of him. And Logan shoots, and as soon as she shoots, I turn the camera back on her, and her nose is absolutely pouring the blood. If you've ever shot a deer with a gun, with a scope, you're gonna get that half moon. Usually it's around your eye, but this one was right on the bridge of her nose. I hate to laugh. And then her nose started bleeding, and I was so worried about her. I thought she'd missed a deer. I didn't review the footage. We came and we walked this entire field. There was no blood whatsoever. Eric texts me in the meantime and says, hey, Cole just shot a great 8-pointer. So we hustle up, we get our stuff, we head back, and Eric's showing me the footage of Cole's hunt and the pictures and stuff, and I said, well, look how pretty Logan's footage was. So we're looking at it, and I slow motion it. Logan absolutely hammers this deer, just hammers him. So we were like, Logan, it's gonna be a late night. So we're back at the farm now. We're gonna go in and try to find this deer. And I'm pretty sure that Logan's deer was dead before her nose stopped bleeding. So we came back over to the farm. Eric, it's late. I mean, it's late. It's like midnight. And we're going back in and we're going to try to find this deer. Are you excited? Was it worth the bloody nose?
No regrets.
No regrets? Either way, our regular season, this is youth weekend. Regular season, bow season starts in Virginia next weekend. I'm pretty sure we've screwed this farm up for my dad for a while. Come here. What you got?
Is that mine?
That's your? No, it's somebody else's. Let's go get him. She got him. Logan, he didn't go 100 yards, did he? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Give me a hug. Girl, I'm proud. Look at his shot, Eric. Hammered him. Absolutely hammered that deer. Go get behind him. You could not ask for a dad to be more proud. His son, who was 9 years old at the time, got his buck. Logan had never shot at anything in her life, and she got her first buck. It was a great, great day.
Dad always took Cole and Taylor hunting, and I thought it was my turn. So I got out here and I didn't think I was actually going to do anything, but...
You hammered him, didn't you?
Yeah.
I tell you, tomorrow morning, they're going to be late for school because we're going to go out and take pictures, double pictures. And it will probably, honestly, never happen again. This is just something I couldn't be more proud. And this is a night to remember for the rest of my life. I'll never forget it. Never forget it.
And at the end of the day, man, there's some wicked shots.
I'm telling you, I don't know where they got it. They certainly didn't get it from me, because I would have shot and hit it here. But these Ward kids are stone cold killers, man. It's the Ward's year for Red Rising, yeah. Finally. And I tell you, it was one of the greatest days of my life, one of the greatest hunts of my life. Okay, Logan, now you got to gut it and drag it out. Good luck, baby. Do you even know what that means?
No.
Believe this or not, your dad has paid me before, bribed me to gut his deer.
And what's even funnier, I'm going to pay him to do it again tonight.